Hello there, it's just me, your old buddy Grizzly Jim, and yeah, I thought I'd come at you with another little archery story time. I really am enjoying these. It's nice to relive these things. But yeah, here's another story from one of the gatherings. Like I say, I love the gathering, and I hope it comes back someday. But this was, I think this was 2016 in Austria again. Now, I'm going to butcher name. I'm not very good at pronouncing names, so I do apologise. But we were shooting around, I think they said it was the Oberweidring. I think I've probably butchered the pronunciation, so I do genuinely apologise for that. But it's two, there's a blue peg and a red peg course. And they are in some of the most stunning locations you've ever seen. You've got forests and there's big mountains, there's waterfalls everywhere. Absolutely fantastic. And we decided to do the one course. I can't remember which way around we did it, but the first course we did, really famous out there. There's a buffalo shot that's, I don't know, maybe 60 yards, something like that. Huge buffalo 3D target off a mountain. Amazing. But we did that, and we kind of, there's waterfalls and, refilling canteens in sort of streams and things, and, maybe not the best idea, but oh, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we were absolutely knackered when we finished the course. And I think it was my buddy Graham and JT. We were like, oh, I can't wait to get back to the hotel. And again, I think it was Udo. He's a big guy, runs Bavarian Archery, lovely guy. He's like, hey, we are going to do the next course. You want to come? And we're like, oh, we came all this way. We might as well shoot. So we thought, blisters be damned. Put some baby powder down the shorts because, it gets a bit sweaty down there, a bit sore. So baby powdered my chaps, and then went off again to do the other course, and I was knackered, but it was again beautiful forest, wandering around, waterfalls, amazing. And then and I think it was Udo was like, oh, you're going to love this next shot. He doesn't really sound like that, but you get the idea. And we walked through this clearing, and there's a beautiful waterfall cascading down, like a huge waterfall. And then over the other side of the waterfall, I think it's a big elk or something, just sitting there, just grazing away. This beautiful 3D target. Like I say, Austria, Germany, they do 3D incredibly well. So we're looking over this waterfall, and we just say, do you know what? We're just going to unload on this target. There's not very many opportunities where we can shoot at such a beautiful setup shot. So we thought, every arrow we've got is going at this. So we do it, and oh, it's amazing. It's a highlight of my life, archery wise. Just one shot, I'll remember it forever. So we've all unloaded. There's maybe 5 of us in a group, so it took us a good few minutes. So we look out over this waterfall, this 3D target. I think everything was a hit. Beautiful shots really focus you in. So we're like, okay, well, how do we get the arrows back? We can't climb over the waterfall. So we had like, no word of a lie, probably about a 20-minute walk. It felt like longer, but it was a long walk, and we kind of walked down the waterfall, around the forest a bit, crossing over the river several times, and then had to climb back up the other side to get our arrows. And it was a hell of a walk, and we're just prattling about on the way, doing, for some reason, a few of us decide that we do ape impressions in the woods, kind of Clyde kind of stuff. And we're jumping around on logs and things, and just, we're grown men prattling about, acting like kids. And it was fantastic. We're playing in waterfalls, having water fights in the waterfall, and getting completely drenched but then drying out 2 minutes later, just having the time of our lives, prattling about, make our way up. We haven't even walked up the, the mountain yet to to get our arrows. It wasn't a mountain, it's like a bit of a steep climb. It wasn't a mountain, but we had to climb back up to get the arrows. We hadn't noticed that while we're all prattling around in the woods, we look up and there's two Austrian guys standing at the peg waiting to shoot, watching us. They're creasing with laughter, rolling around on the floor, watching all these men just prat about. And I felt I was mortified because they'd been waiting a good 20 minutes for us to get all this out of our system and get our arrows back. So we climbed up, we kind of apologized and waved and everything, and then came back down, and then we kind of met them coming to get their arrows as we was coming down from getting ours. And they were two of the loveliest guys you could ever meet. And we were so apologetic. It was like, we're so sorry we didn't see you up there waiting. We were just having time of our lives, but they were so understanding, and it was wonderful. But then they joined us for a bit, and we walked around the course. And I don't know if you've ever shot in Germany or Austria or anywhere like that. There is they have these things called Libre stations, and it's basically a hole in the ground, and you pull the lid off, and there's a little pot to put some money in, and there's refreshments in there. There's beer, there's water, there's soft drinks. So we ended up having a beer with these guys. They call them target sharpeners. I mean, anywhere else in the world, you're drinking beer around a 3D course, you get funny looks. But in sort of Europe, Germany, Austria, it's fine. So we had a beer with these guys, and they were just absolutely fantastic, really passionate about archery, really passionate about the 3D archery they do, or parkours, as they call them in that part of the world. A 3D course is called a parkour, something to do with stations, I think is the rough translation. But they were lovely guys, really nice. But yeah, felt really embarrassed. They just saw us just acting like children. But that's archery. That's why I do archery, because I enjoy it and I have fun and I can let myself go, and I can kind of be a kid again. And that's the key, I think, when it comes to archery, is being a kid again. But these guys were fantastic, and they joined us for a beer, and we walked around, and that was that particular archery adventure. That was the year we got back to, because we stayed and did the second course. Everybody else went home, so there's only about 5 of us that did the second course. Everybody else went back to the hotel, and there was drinking, eating ice cream and whatnot. But there is a pool next to the hotel, which is mountain runoff, so it's freezing cold water. Even in, I mean, it's the end of spring, I think this was May sometime anyway. But this water was freezing. I can't remember the exact temperature. I think someone said it was 15 degrees Fahrenheit, which is cold. It was cold. It was nip-shatteringly cold. But for some reason or another, we decided that we were just going to strip off and jump in our pants, and we did. And normally, if I push myself that hard and shoot, over 100 targets, we missed a shot that day. Was out all day, walked miles. I wake up in the morning and I'm stiff as anything. I'm sore. But jumping in this ice cold pool, it woke you up a bit, but woke up in the morning absolutely fine. I felt amazing. So this mountain runoff pool was just absolutely fantastic, and everyone that jumped in, a lot of the German guys were like, "Oh, it's this close! Oh, it's this close!" And they're doing this, and I think, "Whoa, is it that cold? Does it make your junk shrink? Is that what it's doing?" And no, apparently, this cold means you're this close to a heart attack, which I can agree. It was absolutely freezing, but it woke you up, refreshed you. I didn't feel sore or stiff or anything. But yeah, and then we was ready for the shoot on the next day. I think this was on the Friday, and we shot again on the Saturday. But yeah, amazing times. And but yeah, that's just a little story of something that happened at the gathering, and it's there it is. That's nice. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm enjoying doing these little stories, reliving some of my previous archery adventures. It's good. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. You take care, shoot straight. I'll see you on the internet. Bye bye.